Last night's performance has rekindled the old showman in Sven. He may be just another camper to Samina, but his years in front of the camera have made it difficult for him to relate to people.
I live with my mum and dad still, so I come out here sometimes.
To escape from your parents?
Just from everything in Manchester in general.
Do you mind me asking, do you think your parents are still making bonking after these years that have passed?
I'm not sure, I don't really like to think about it.
Do you think everything is hidden behind doors in England?
Not everything, I still think that sex should be, not really hidden, but I don't really think that you need to tell everybody about it.
Because it's the right of the member of the family in Sweden. If you catch somebody, if you walk in to a room and people make them love you, are allowed to stay and to watch to the conclusion.
Well, that's like pornography again then, isn't it?
Clearly, Sven is going to have to deal with a cultural divide as well as a generation gap if he's going to make himself understood. And for an old dog like Sven, learning new tricks means starting from scratch, going back to basics, and throwing out the rule book.
I'm Sven Buttox. I'm lost. I don't know who I am anymore. I used to be somebody I recognized, and now it's like all those times I've done so many things, they all mean nothing now. It's time to finish. It cannot be so quick. I've only just begun.
So much snow, water, and it's like being back home in Sweden.
With time on his hands, Sven is taking advantage of a rare opportunity to wander the countryside alone and unrecognised. But even here in the remote wilderness of Wales, a chance encounter can have a painful resonance.
What happened with the dog Gellet? He was accidentally killed by his master, the king, and he is believing that his dog is to be killing his son. So he kills the Gellet, and afterwards he finds a dead wolf and his son alive. So he realized that he has made a very terrible mistake and killed the dog for no reasons.
The fate of Gellet has struck a chord with Sven, who believes that he too has been knifed in the back by his masters.
And we are here maybe 700 years later, and we are having the same problems. It's the same as Gellet is having, of mistrust and always to take people the wrong way without thinking first, not to find the true feelings and to find the true answer before we make a decision.
Back at the campsite, Samina has brewed up some tea to help lift Sven's spirits. But it's tea with a difference. It's got magic mushrooms in it.
Yes, Sven.
Mina, thank you for making this tea for me. Have you seen mushrooms before, Mina?
Yeah, that's sort of come to Wales for, really, is to pick mushrooms, basically.
The wind is coming, man. The wind. Don't let the wind get me. Mina, don't let the wind. Please, the wind.
His defences stripped away by the mushroom tea, Sven seems to have been touched by another misunderstood and wandering spirit, the ghost of the dog Gellet. But it's a rude awakening for Sven the next morning. In the cold light of day, Sven is finally starting to see himself for who he really is.
I used to take drugs before, but I was in control now. Sometimes the drugs to control me.
What started as a trip to a strange land is becoming something of a voyage of self-discovery.
I want it to be like before. I would wear my shirts and I would be happy to wear my shirts. Now I don't care if I have a shirt.
With his tent in tatters, Sven has abandoned the campsite and splashed out on renting a local cottage. But the weather hasn't finished with him yet.
It's like maybe God is following us to make some punishment for me. So it's like the flood of Noah is following me all over the world. Everywhere I go it is raining. If I stay to one place too long, maybe it would flood and everyone shall die. So I think the next thing for me is to live on a boat.
With friendly locals pumping out the cottage, Sven is off to dry out in town. He's heard about another chance to meet the natives. This time it's the weekly sheep market.
These are a continental breed from France in a way. Their father was the tub, male, was from France, and the mother would be a Welsh ewe crossed with a lowland breed again.
Ken, why have we only one sheep in this pen here?
Maybe she will be the last one from the flock going to the sale, but she's a good looking kind of ewe. Good legs, good feet, her mouth is looks very well to me.
It is very much when you are choosing a wife, you have to have beautiful legs, nice feet, some beautiful hair.
Yes, you know.
Lovely mouth.
Yes, I suppose. You want
strong back.
You want a ewe to breed, don't you? You know.
Of course, you see. So maybe you look at the back here, and the women you're looking at the hips.
Well, yes, I haven't got much clue with those.
Like Sven, this sheep has also outlived its usefulness. But whatever fate has in store for Sven, at least he can be reasonably sure that he won't end up in a pie.
So, I mean, the next stop for the sheep would be to be like in the casserole, or
could be, yes.
The last sheep at the OK Corral.
Man in the black cap, £12.
I bought the sheep.
I see it on its own. I feel sorry. I feel some love for the sheep. So I bought to take it, maybe to rescue one, to save one, only one sheep. Maybe it's better than to save none.